Good afternoon, lovelies. I'm trying out a different hat this week. I don't know why, I just feel like changing it up. And this one is my second favorite hat. Only next to this beautiful masterpiece of a hat. So I'm gonna wear this one. So this week's theme is, what is your identity within the LGBT community and how you knew what you identify as. So I identify as a cisgendered lesbian, meaning I identify with my birth gender, female, and I identify as a lesbian. Like, I'm interested in women. Hit me up, ladies! Maybe? I don't know. Ding! I identify as a lesbian, and how I knew? It started to happen in middle school, like 6th grade, when I like hit puberty, and I made, you know, a couple friends, and I was always like the weird kid, and I hung out with like the emo kids, the goth kids. I never really had like crushes on boys, and all my friends were like, ooh, my boyfriend, and I'm just like, yep, definitely a thing. That's about it. I didn't really categorize my feelings at that point in time in my life. In high school, 11th grade, I had this one female friend. We met through a mutual friend. He was in the GLSEN, the Junior Statesman of America, in high school. So my friend, let's just call her Jill. Jill was in GLSEN too. So we would talk, you know, we'd hang out with our mutual friend. And then one day she came over for some reason to my house, and she came at like 2 in the afternoon and she stayed till like 10 at night, and it was like the most fun I've ever had with a human being. I don't know, after that day, like my perspective of her just changed, and she's a gorgeous woman. Beautiful green eyes and flawless skin and beautiful teeth. And she's always just glowing in my mind. This is a lot harder than I thought it would be. I just wanted to be in her presence, like, all the time, like, every second of every day. Like, I would be like, when's the next time I can see Jill? You know, like, when am I gonna do things with Jill? And I used every excuse I could to go hang out with Jill whenever I could, and it was just this feeling like, again, I got, like, really protective. I got this feeling in my chest sometimes, and my heart would beat really fast. I didn't know what that was either. I said to myself, well, maybe I'm gay, and I didn't want to accept that. So I put it deep down inside myself. I put it way down in there. And then I got depression, and it just wasn't a fun time for me in that year. And then she stopped talking to me, and that made it a lot worse. But then I was talking to a friend who had graduated high school. I always knew she was a lesbian, and I was always like afraid of her, kind of, because I didn't want to see myself in that. And, you know, we decided that we would start a GSA at my school, a Gay Straight Alliance, which in hindsight probably wasn't the best name for it, because that's already categorizing people, even if they just show up for the meetings. You know, you're either gay or you're straight. There's no trans input, there's no bisexual, there's no nothing. It was a dumb idea. Picked a different name. Started looking through all the GLSEN resources and the Human Rights Campaign resources about coming out, and it just made me really scared. So I decided that I would wait until after high school to come out, because I've always heard homophobic remarks and stupid things when I was in high school, coming from like the hallways, even from teachers. I ended up coming out as bisexual. I crossed the bisexual bridge. I ended up coming out to the tuba section. I was in marching band last year, and I came out to them as bisexual. This year, I finally came out as a lesbian. I'm pretty happy with my identity. You know, I still hear homophobic things all the time, and now I'm involved in like an on-campus LGBT organization, and I'm actually the treasurer, so I'm on the e-board. Really excited about that. This is a really hard video to make. So that's how I knew, is like I like fell in love with a lady. She was straight, I was not. You know who you are if you're watching this. I know we haven't talked in a couple years. Hi. That's about it. Have a beautiful week. I will see you all next Tuesday. Peace out.